here is on the ground of an old house that also belonged to Mr. Kahn. And by that time it was a little yellow house, and it was it was old anyway. And it used to be the house for the gardener, because he was very careful about all the flowers and everything. So, but the house was too old. We had to build a new one. But anyway, the brown house in the background was imported from the...
You see the background, the brown house?
From the part of Sweden called Dalarna. And it was because every summer
Her hat.
every summer he wanted people to come here and watch for the garden. So he took people from Dalarna, because they were said to be very, very clever in gardening. So he took this house down here. So they lived during the summer. They lived in this little brown house and took care of the garden.
And
That's
behind you now, Peter, there are two skiers out in the sun.
Skaters.
Oh.
Skaters or skis.
Yeah, beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
Do you think Mr. Kahn was doing that in the winter time?
Maybe.
Well,
Yeah. And could you introduce the house, the connection between two houses?
Well, that over there you see the White House, where is situated on the place where Mr. Kahn's house was once. And by that time it was this whole area was his area, so to say. And now it belongs to two different families, but it's still in the people's memory. It's they call it it's the Chinese place. They say something sometimes, and it's more than the Chinese house. But it's more than 100 years ago, and the history is still here.
Yeah, it's still alive.
Yeah, it's still alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this must be the same when Mr. Kahn lived here? Do you think so?
Well, it must have been a bridge here, because I suppose he went to Saltsjöbaden to buy his food. And,
yes, and his friends were coming.
His friends came here with a boat. So, and it's not so very long. It's not very far to go to Saltsjöbaden from here. It's just 5-10 minutes, depends on the boat, of course.
Yes, yes.
But it must have been a good place to go to by that time. Interesting people. Wonderful. Yeah, yeah.
And this family Wallenberg, they were building...
by that time.
By that time they were building Saltsjöbaden.
Yeah, yeah.
And they made a railway station or a railway for people to go out.
Yeah.
So we are on a famous ground.
Yeah.